Johnny graduated college with a worthless degree and could only get a shit job. His boss treats him like garbage, but he can't quit because he just bought a new car. He doesn't even make enough money to move out of his parents' house. And his family treats him like trash too. They all think he's stupid and gullible, so they're always tricking him and making him look like an idiot. Also, his brothers are always pushing him around and taking his stuff and eating his food, but no matter what Johnny does, he can't stop them. He's smaller and weaker than they are. I know you don't want to be like Johnny, but the sad reality is that a lot of people are like Johnny. Now I'm sure a lot of people watching are like Johnny in some ways or another. The point of that story was to show you that all of Johnny's problems are because he lacks power. If he had power, he wouldn't have any of these problems. I'm going to show you how to gain power in your life and not be like Johnny. So, what do I mean by gaining power? What I mean by that is to have control over your life, and more importantly, that other people don't have control over your life. Now, if we look at Johnny, he is obviously not in control of his life. If you can't tell, the problem with other people having control over your life is that they can force you to do anything they want you to do, and you can't do anything about it. That's no way to live, and it's infuriating. So, when you become powerful, it means having complete control over your life. So how do we become powerful? Well, there are 3 types of power, and if you master them, you'll have complete control over your life. Let's get started. The first one, physical power. When you don't have physical power over your life, it means that other people can do whatever they want to you, like your body physically, if they wanted to. And it means that if there's violence or even the threat of violence, it means you have to do whatever they want you to, or else. Now we all know that's bad, so how do we stop this? It's really simple actually. Just 2 things. Number 1, go to the gym and build strength. And number 2, learn martial arts, or learn how to fight. If you get stronger and you learn how to fight, nobody will be able to have physical dominance over you. I don't need to explain anymore. Nobody will be able to control you physically anymore. Let's move on to number 2. Financial power. When you don't have financial control over your life, it means that other people who give you money can take advantage of the fact that you need their money to live, and therefore can force you to do things. For example, if your boss is a dickhead, but you need that money to live from the job, then he has complete financial control over you. Because no matter what he does or makes you do, you have no choice but to do what he says. Or else, you won't be able to live. You'll be on the streets. So, how do we change this? Well, there are a few steps you can take. The first one, and the most obvious one, stop blowing your money and live beneath your means. And secondly, instead of blowing your money, save your money. So you take the money out of the garbage shit you're buying and instead put it into a savings account or stocks. The more money you have saved up, the more freedom and power you have. To prove my point, let's look at 2 examples. Exhibit A. If you have no money saved at all and you're living paycheck to paycheck, like most Americans are by the way, then you are living and dying by that paycheck. So if your boss says, get on all 4s and bark like a dog, your ass better become a German Shepherd or else you don't eat next week. You're fucked. Now let's look at Exhibit B. Now, if you followed my advice and saved up money instead, then if your boss was being too much of a dickhead, you would be able to quit that job and have a few months to find another one before you ran out of money because you were smart and had money saved up. Now, the second way to gain more financial freedom other than saving money is to create multiple streams of income. If you have more than one revenue stream, then you're less reliant on just one. So for example, if you have a side hustle and you save money, then you can quit that job and not only have a few months to live even if you weren't making more money, but you're still making money from your other streams of revenue. So the more you do this, you can see that the less control other people's money has on you. The more money you have and the more ways you have to get money, the less people can control you. Now the final way to gain power, the third way, is mental power. This one is definitely a little obscure, but it's just as important as the other 2. When you don't have mental power, it means that people can trick, manipulate, and fool you very easily. Now, what is the cure for this scourge, huh? Well, it's knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the less people can control you mentally and take advantage of you. And the best part about this, if you're aware enough, you can gain knowledge from anywhere and anything. You can read books, watch YouTube videos, even learn from characters in movies. But the most underrated way to gain knowledge is learn from your mistakes. Look at your life, reflect on your own life, and see what mistakes you've made in the past, and don't do them again. And adding on to that, look at other people's lives. Not only can you talk to them, or even just see them and watch the mistakes they make and learn from them, but also you can learn information from them, good things. You can learn a lot from other people. And one final small tip I think you should learn about is human psychology and how people work. Because if you know that, then you can understand somebody's character, intentions, and overall who they are, which lets you avoid being taken advantage of by people because you'll know what they're trying to do and what kind of people they are when you talk to them. Once you have knowledge, nobody can control you because you know what they're trying to do. Now, if you focus on improving all three of these, you'll become so powerful that nobody can control you again. Alright, that's it. Now get out of here.